All right, folks, we've got our belt squat device. Let me just show you that. We're doing shrugs on it, okay? So I've got a cap curling bar that you would use with a cable machine, but you can also use it for this. So all we're going to do is basically, do some shrugs with it, right? Now, obviously, if you have barbells and weight plates, you could use those, right? This can provide a somewhat more comfortable hand position due to the way the bar's bent. May not for some, but if you have the belt squat device, it just adds another variation to doing a barbell. Now, if you got a power cage, just like this one, I could obviously do my shrugs in there. We've got dumbbells in the back. We could use those as well. But what I do like about this, beyond using the curling bar, if I wanted to use a single handle, and we'll do that in a little bit. You could do them one arm at a time, folks, as well. If you put the right links in, you could use two handles at one time. So you use a straight bar if you'd like. Most of the straight bars I've seen, though, aren't very wide, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, so we put a little more weight on there. Eventually I'm going to walk over to the dumbbells and I'm going to do some dumbbell shrugs. But right now, this is what we're doing. Now, one thing you will find about this, potentially easier to change the weights. When I say that, each time I go up and weight, I might only put one weight plate on. If I have my weight tree next to me, is it easier than a barbell? It could be. It might not be, right? But it could be. I'll put another 10 on it. Now, will we run out of room on here? Yes, we are going to. I could probably put a 45-pound plate on there if I wanted to, but that's questionable, I guess, whether we would do that. How many 45s will this hold? I think it can hold quite a few, right? So some of you might think, this thing's not going to hold enough weight, but if you put, let's say 4 or 5, maybe 6 45s on there, that's a pretty good shrugging weight. Some of you, that might not be enough weight, right? So that might be a reason not to use this. If you're, we'll say, weaker, or like me, you've gotten older, I can't impress people with all the weight I can lift in every exercise, right? You've seen me do military press on a channel. That is definitely an exceptional lift that I can do. Bench press, used to be pretty outstanding. Now, not so impressive. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a single arm so you can see that. As I just the weights on the floor. Now I'm going to assume that hopefully my handle's long enough. And we'll just put this over to the side. Oops. But we'll be able to do one arm at a time, and this is where hand position's nice. You can work it, differently. The force, basically the weight, where it is in relationship to your body. If you want the weight behind you, if you want it out in front of you, if you want it directly to the side, you can do all that. So because this handle's a little longer than the other one, I'm going to drop this down a little bit. There we go. And I think that'll be probably pretty good. I like to hit this from behind, just to get a different feel. Because, you know, most of the time you're doing stuff to the front. And now this can be easier than dumbbells, right? Because you can really increment your weights here. I have all kinds of increment weights, so we can go 1/4 pound up, 1/2 pound, pound, or 3/4 pound, a pound. Then I've got 2.5s, 5s, 10s, 25, 35, 45, right? So we have the ability to really go up in weight if we want to. And it's really easy to adjust the weight. Now, dumbbells, you know, if you're going to go do dumbbell shrugs, and let's say you don't do them on the rack, you got to pick those dumbbells up and move them over to where you want to do your exercise. That can be a freaking pain, right? So, in this case, we just load up the belt squat and get to it. Now, of course, I want to protect my back. I could put a weight belt on it. And assuming this doesn't twist your back or do something to it, this may be better for your back because you don't have, you know, maybe some of you that shrug with 400 pounds or would want to use the 150 pound dumbbells. Maybe you just do, you know, one of these at a time. But yeah, that's shrugging with the belt squat device, folks.